Hey guys, welcome back. Finally had a break in the weather here and I was able to get the 86 XR200 over to my trails. If you followed along on this bike, didn't take a whole lot to get it going, but I'll go over it again real quick, just what we did, just basic stuff. So carburetor got cleaned out. Ended up, I was having a hard time getting this thing to idle. So I went through all kind of carburetor settings thinking it was a lean condition. It ended up being the timing. So ended up taking the cover off here for the CDI, the pickup, and had to turn the plate a little bit to advance it, and that solved that problem. So we got the idle taken care of. The other thing that it needed real bad was rear wheel bearings. Got those put in. Needed a chain slider. I just put this in, and while I had that off, I had the entire suspension apart and just re-greased everything. It was actually in pretty good shape, so didn't need a whole lot there. No new bushings or bearings or anything, so that's good. The air filter was replaced, and I'm trying to think what else. Oh, new clutch. Put a new clutch in too. So she's not going to slip. Last time I had it in the woods, it was over near my house just for a quick little shakedown, and it was running good, but it was slipping pretty bad. So now that I got it back on my trails, got a little bit more serious stuff to contend with than the little pit bike track that I was on the last video with this bike. So I'm going to jump on. We're going to go for a little ride and see what we think. This is actually a flashback for me here to 1999. So I had my 87 XR200 I picked up in 1996 when I was 16, and that was my first big bike. It looked just like this, and it's kind of weird being back here on this because the last time I was on a bike on this bike was 99, right before I got my XR200 or XR400. Wasn't long after that I sold this bike, not this exact bike, but the 87 to my buddy, and he ended up selling it to someone else that I actually got that bike back in pieces. This isn't it, but it looked just like this, but I have the frame, some engine bits, basically rolling chassis. So I actually did get my bike back. It doesn't look, it's not as complete as this, nowhere near this, but at least have this one to ride again back here for my flashback time machine bike. So I'm gonna hop on. We're gonna hit the trails up. It is a hunting day, so I'm not gonna hit the stuff all the way down there up. Gonna stick to the creek trail and a couple little hills coming out of there. We'll see how she does. It's pretty slick back here today. We've been having a lot of rain and there's leaves down, so it's a good thing the tires are in pretty good shape on this bike. They weren't dead when I got it. So these ones are the this looks like a Chengshin 17-incher. I don't even know the model on this one, but yeah, it was good when I got it, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Might have to let some air pressure out, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna hop on. Let's go for a ride. So I never ended up getting the decompression system hooked up. I did find the cable that comes down, and I found the little arm that comes here too. The only piece I'm missing on the inside, there's a spring. It's pretty hard to find. I've been looking online and can't find anything on eBay. Nobody carries it exactly, the exact part number anymore. So I'm going to keep a lookout for that, but I really don't need it right now. Would be nice to make it complete. Like I said, I do have the part for here all the way down to here. I'm just missing that spring, so keep an eye out for that online. Okay, we're going to head down this trail here. Like I said, we're not going to go all the way down just because it's hunting season. And got it down to where this bike is usually a one kicker. Start it up. A little primer kick. She's ready to go. First thing I notice about this bike is how comfortable it is. Even more comfortable than the 83. Might have to let some air out of that front tire a little bit. Fourth gear. back at home. end. Oh, it's just so maneuverable. Gearing feels just right in the back here. I had a 52 rear sprocket put on, and couldn't make the chain fit, so I went down to 47. I was afraid it was going to be a little bit too tall, but it seems like cruising in third gear back here. On a small bike with these leaves, and it wants to go out from under you constantly. We're going to head right over to the creek, get into the good stuff right off the bat, because we kind of already had the shakedown with this bike in the previous video. Back here today. I was in third gear there. Should have been second gear, but it made it. Wow. Look at how torquey these little 200s are sometimes. They lack on top end power, more than make up for it on the bottom end. Yeah, it feels good on this rock art too. Very plush suspension, perfect for this kind of stuff. I mean, I didn't even feel that. Going over at a pretty good tick too. Almost went out there. Oh, I love second gear through here. Second and third gear. Perfect for cruising these tighter woods, slower woods. great for just walking down the creek here. Super plush. They keep saying the same stuff over and over. Yeah, this brings back some good memories. Go down and do some tree crossing here, maybe. Alright. Down this creek. I'll use a little air in those forks. Check the oil. Change the oil, I should say, in those forks. More creek ride here. Super slippery, but this bike is so manageable. Slither through it. Almost like it's got traction control. Tried second gear. Alright. I'd have to say gearing is spot on right now. First gear. It distracted its way up that. Beautiful. Sketchy downhill. back here. Well, there you have it, guys. This thing runs amazing. Brings back all those good memories from being 16, getting on a first big bike, and it reminded me of why this thing is so much fun to ride back here. You can pretty much ride second, third gear all day long and just kind of pin it, second gear, pin it and go. I mean, it doesn't have explosive top end power, but it's got all the grunt in the world in a small lightweight package, which is easy to throw around. Don't have any complaints with the way this thing ran. It started up easy every single time. It's just, you know, a couple times and you got to hit the momentum to get some of those hills, because today it's really slippery and the leaves aren't helping things. So you know, that one hill was pretty big. I don't know if it's going to translate on camera too well, but it's a pretty decent sized hill without much of a run. And like I said, no traction, so it got pretty decent momentum there in second gear, and I was able to just kind of pin it, and it actually caught traction at the top and front end started coming up, so I let off and that kind of killed the momentum. So no question on a drier day it would make that. But for my first time on this thing back here since '99, not this exact bike, but you know, in '87 it looked just like it. Reminded me everything that I liked about it. So I guess this will be my cruiser back here for a while. I'll get this thing looking pretty eventually, but I kind of just want to enjoy it, not have to worry about getting it all dirty every single time. You know, it is a dirt bike, but I would like to make it look pretty nice again, so I'll probably end up at some point maybe rebuilding that top end. Not that it really felt like it needed it, but you know, I might as well refreshen it up, and when I'm doing that I'll probably paint the frame and everything, but that'll be a ways off. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably do, you know, I might do more riding videos with this. I might end up doing the full loop with this bike, because I did do parts of it and it handled it no problem on a wet day, which is pretty promising. The only question is going to be some of the bigger hills, but I think if it was drier, wouldn't have any issue. So stay tuned for that. Thanks if you're still with me watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like. Leave me some comments. Still got the 83 to fix. Got to tear that motor out and split the engine to you know, get that counter shaft swapped out. So stay tuned for that too. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.